Welcome back everybody, Diecast Outcast here. Today we are doing a Matchbox 63 Plymouth Savoy. I absolutely love this casting. Every time I see it, it makes me want to do a super stock build. Any kind of racing that they did in the 60s, whether it be NASCAR, drag racing, or even street racing or cruising, 60s, 70s, and some of the 80s, I just really gravitate towards that. So when I seen this car on the shelf, I knew that instantly it was going to be a super stock build of some sort. I drilled and tapped the post off camera. We are using a 256 Phillips head screw, and to make this build even more amazing, I went ahead and broke the tap in the back post because I'm an idiot. I'm not going to lie on this one, I really like the details that they put into the car, all the trim, the tail lights. There is a tag on the back of it, and I thought, you know what? I'm not even going to paint this car. I'm just going to modify it the way that I want, and I'm going to cut a hole in the hood, stick an engine through it without chipping the paint, and then I'm going to paint the top with some gold sparkle stripes. I'm going to do a little bit to the interior. I'm going to detail the base, and we're going to make this thing look awesome. I've got some killer wheels to put on it, and we're going to change the stance, the ride height. So pay attention, stay tuned, we'll see what happens. Hey y'all, check this out. This is what I'm talking about. Look how nice this detail is on it. So we're going to put the stripes on the top of it. We're going to grab some masking tape, mask it all out, throw some large flake gold on there, and we'll see how it turns out. Since I'm not prepping the body for paint, we're going to clean it off real quick and then add some of the masking tape on it. I really enjoy this green masking tape. It is pinstriping tape, and I have had really good luck with it on the 164 and the 1-to-1 cars. So what we're going to do is we're going to mask the whole car off except for the top, and then we're going to use this fingernail stripe kit that I got at the beauty store, and we're going to use this for the mask for our stripes. Where it's black, it's going to be gold. So we're going to shoot this with some Createx Wicked Gold. Here it is. We're going to unmask it, and you'll see how the stripes turn out. Y'all, this can be a tedious process, but if you do it correctly, the end results are freaking amazing. And just for fun and to gauge what it'll look like, I put it all back together with the stripes before I cleared it. And that is looking pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. I put about 4 coats of 2K urethane clear, and then I remembered, oh my God, we're going to have to cut a hole in the hood and put this engine through it. So I carefully mask it off where I think the engine needs to be at and drill a couple holes in it, and then took the jeweler saw and went to town. After cutting with the jeweler saw, I went over it with a file to get it all smoothed out, and it didn't chip any of the paint, so we're good to go on that. And then we stick the engine through here to see if it will fit. If it does, we're going to mix up some Jim Silva's JB weld and weld it to the interior to keep it all nice and straight in there. So we're going to pretend this car was not a sponsored vehicle, but we're going to put some stickers on the side of it, some decals. And what I like to use for my decal solution is half water and half vinegar, a 1-to-1 mixture. And that makes it suck right up to the body and turns out really good. This is a very cheap solution to the decal set that most people are using. It's basically the same thing. So again, we hit this thing with a couple more coats of 2K urethane clear, and man, that thing is shiny. You got your decals on it, your hood that looks good, you got a little bit of speckles in there left over from the gold from the Createx. That was an accident, oops. And the top looks freaking amazing, so I'm happy how this turned out. So at this point, since it's a race car, I'm going to put some exhaust coming out the fender wells here. Now I'm just taking my pin vise and I'm going to add some holes in the stacks here. And I didn't get it on video and I don't know where it went, but I did end up painting the interior red because it offsets the black and it has a really good contrast at the end. So here's the base with all the details put in it. I got some new wheels on it, M2s for the back. Can't remember where the fronts came from, but they look pretty good. I used a pen and made a shifter out of it, painted the interior red. I didn't do a damn thing with the glass. Put that back down, Brian. And then we've got a really nice shiny body. So let's put this thing on a rotisserie, show you what we started with. We got a Matchbox 63 Plymouth Savoy. Looks pretty good to begin with. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, subscribe, send me a comment, let me know what you think. And this is our Super Stock Dodge. We didn't even have to paint this thing. We just did a little bit of detail work, stuck an engine in it, stuck some new wheels on it, painted the top, put some decals on it, and cleared the hell out of it. I think it turned out freaking amazing. I absolutely love this car and I cannot stop staring at it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Here's a couple glamour shots we took of it. I know some people ain't gonna like the red, but I do, and that's all that matters. Man, this thing is freaking awesome.